Hey guys, Mark here. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to demonstrate the common rope seizing. This technique has been used by sailors in bushcraft, camping, or any type of rope work. Let's take a closer look at the seizing. Here you can see the common rope seizing at work. As you can see, it is used to connect two pieces of rope together. Very commonly, this is used in order to create an eye in your rope, maybe to hang something or anything like it. Now, this technique is especially important and useful when you have rope that you can't splice. So, if your rope is twisted like this, you can splice it, which is stronger. But you can splice some types of rope, and sometimes you can splice together pieces of rope because you will need one free end. So for example, if I folded this piece of rope, I could use this common rope seizing to make an eye. I can't splice it here together because I would need to cut one of the ends to splice one into the other. As far as security goes, this is a fairly secure way of making a rope eye. A splice is stronger, but as mentioned, there are situations where you can't use the eye splice. Here you can see a piece of rope that I'm going to use for my seizing. As you can see, I have folded it in order to create a bite. I'm going to take another piece of cordage, in this case one of a smaller diameter, in my case paracord, and I'm going to place the standing end of this smaller cord over my bite, like this. Then with the working end I'm going to tie a constrictor knot. So I'm going to go around the bite, over the standing end, then travel around again, like this, and onto the left side of the standing end. Then I'm going to pass over the standing end, like this, and finally I'm going to travel under this X shape. So I take my working end, and I go under the X, and pull my working end through. Like this. Make sure that your working end is passing over the standing end. Then pull on your working end to tighten up the knot. Then push the knot together and pull on both ends to tighten it up firmly. You can do this several times, and each time the constrictor knot is going to get tighter. So like this. With this we have the constrictor knot tied. I'm now going to take the working end and do a series of turns around my piece of rope. So all I'm doing is wrapping around my rope. You will want to do your wraps fairly firmly. Now we can continue making turns, and the more that we do, the more secure our seizing is going to be. But for now, let's finish it up. To finish the seizing, I'm going to take my working end, travel a half a turn to the underside, then travel through the 2 strands that we're trying to seize. So like this, from the bottom up through the 2 strands. We're now going to add a couple of frapping turns. Frapping turns are turns that are done the opposite of your wrapping turns. So at a 90-degree angle. So I'm going to travel over the top, into the loop on the right, then down the bottom and between the 2 strands again. Make sure that your frapping turns are done tightly. Then do another frapping turn, like this. Then through the loop on the right again. And under the seizing, like this. So after doing 2 frapping turns, I'm going to take my working end and I'm going to travel over under like this with my working end. So this is what I get. Now I'm going to pass over these 2 strands in the middle. So over. Then with my working end, I'm going to travel under this top one. Then tighten up. And what you get is a reef knot look here at the top. Then simply tighten up your seizing. And this is what you get. Now usually when you're drawing your seizing firmly together, this is what happens. So this working end travels a bit to the side here. But this is how your common rope seizing should look like at the end. It is a very secure way of making an eye without using the splicing method. So guys, with this we came to the end of this tutorial. I hope that this little technique will come in handy for you, be it in camping, climbing or any other situation. Thank you for joining me and see you next time.